What's up? This is part 2 to the Haunted House on the Hill experience. Now, before I actually get started into the story, I wanted to share something with you guys. Some of you may not be aware of this, and then again, some of you may. It's concerning someone that I would consider the greatest guitar player of all time, Dimebag Tribute. Today would have been his birthday. He died back in 2004. I'm not going to get into a lot of details. You can look it up. I can post some links below if you're interested and know more about him. But today is his birthday. And in honor of his birthday, I am making this video as well as wearing a Pantera shirt. I recently got this Pantera shirt from a friend, and let me just show it to you. I believe she said she got it off of Amazon. Let me just step up. I got a step stool here. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the front. Just beautiful. Of course, the top says Cowboy from Hell. It would have been appropriate, since this is a female shirt, to say Cowgirl from Hell. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you don't know who Dimebag Tribute is, he was in what I would say is one of my favorite bands of all time, Pantera. There was a lot of controversy and things that went on, like towards the end of like 2002, and he joined a band called Damage Plan, which was him and Vinny, his brother. So you could check some of that out if you'd like. I'll post a link below to a video that is one of my favorite Pantera songs, and it is Primal Concrete Sledge. It's an older one, classic, and you know, really, when I try to sit and think, I couldn't say there was any Pantera songs that I did not like. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Pantera's been a big influence in my life. I've loved them for a very long time, and it was a tragedy when dude died, and I just felt it was appropriate to add this into this video because I was going to make this video today, and I thought, hey, you know, this is his birthday, let me just show some respect because he rocks. So this is going to start literally right after the part 1 video, where I had finished the board and I was ready to take it back into the house to see what kind of power would be given through this board. So that's what we did. Gathered some friends up, headed out to the house, went up through the back. Now, I forgot to mention this, but this is also, we went on a Halloween night, and it was a full moon. So all of this energy, you know, powerful, strong energies are abound. So we get to this house, go upstairs, set everything up, candles, place the board on the ground, hold hands, start concentrating, focusing, you know, put our hands on the board. Put our hands on the board, and we asked, is anyone with us? And it just sat there for a few moments. After, I'd say, 3-4 minutes, it then went up to yes. Like, yes, someone's here. So, okay, we know that we've made contact. Now, during this time that we're sitting here, and right before it actually says that it's there, we are feeling this amazing, powerful surge of energy. I mean, it just feels so strong there, and somewhat eerie too, because it's really silent. You know that silent sound where it's like so silent that you hear almost like a little humming sound? Not really a hum, but you know what I'm talking about. When it's so quiet, you can just hear the silence, like a white noise type of sound. So that is what we were hearing right as we were playing and right as it said that it's here. Now, right after it went up to yes, we instantly heard this door creaking sound, like as if a door was kind of somewhat being open or somewhat being closed. And it was over to the left side, because we were on the balcony, and it was so amazing because on the balcony there, where we were playing, you know, there was a huge like double window that didn't even have a window. I mean, you could literally step out onto the roof. But when you're sitting there and you look up, the moon was right there. It was huge, bright, full of light, and just beaming down on us while we were sitting there playing. Now, after we heard this creaking noise, we asked the board, did you make that sound? And it said yes. And so we didn't want to really get up and go check for anything just yet, because we wanted to, we didn't want to break the concentration, and we wanted to see if there was anything it wanted to tell us. Because with this board, you know, I assumed that something would come of this. Something was going to happen. Because, you know, I brought this board here that I had spent 2 weeks creating. The house gave me the board. So I knew something was going to happen. I just knew something was about to happen. So we asked it, you know, did you make that noise? It said yes. And we said, is there anything that you want to tell us? And it said yes. And then it spelled attic. Of course, it didn't actually spell the full word, because you know how spirits, when they're trying to communicate through a Ouija board or Witchboard, spirit board, whatever you want to call it, they will sometimes speak in riddles. And they are a lot of times off on the spelling. So it actually spelled out A-T-I-C instead of like A-T-T-I-C. So we asked it, attic, and it said yes. So we asked, okay, did you want us to go into the attic? Did you want us to go into the attic? Something like that. And it zoomed up to yes. So we're like, okay, I guess this means we need to go to the attic. It must have something it wants to show us or tell us, or some kind of information maybe up there that will be beneficial in this search for this ghost. So at this point, I'm just wondering, let's just ask it, does it want us to go ahead and go up in the attic? So we asked, do you want us to go to the attic? And it said yes. My other friend lifted her hand up and said, no way, I want to get out of here. I don't like this at all. So she's sitting here with her boyfriend, pretty scared. And we'll just say me and this girl, we'll just call her B. We decided, let's go check it out. As always. So, you know, I was eager, I'm pumped, I'm excited, I'm ready to go find out what is up there. What is up there that we could possibly need or want. So we got up, you know, we just told the coast, okay, well, we're going to go look. And my friend and her boyfriend stayed behind. She was kind of like curled up in his arms, scared, you know, like, I just want to get out of here, stuff like that. And, yeah, so me and B decide we're going to go get up there and see what we can do. Now, when you walked into that left room, it was, you know, kind of a small room, and you can, you know, obviously it was quite deteriorated and all that. But we looked up, and you know, the hole was up in the ceiling, so we're like, okay, how are we going to get up there? Because this hole is not like super large, so you know, you'd have to be somewhat small to get up there, you know. And you know, me, I'm 5 foot tall, so obviously I was the target to get up there, and I didn't mind, because I wanted to know, you know, because I had, you know, this whole idea and this whole experience of making this board and trying to communicate. The whole idea was trying to find out, you know, if we can help this ghost spirit, or you know, what is there a message to be told? What can we do? You know, that's everything that's going through my mind, of course, and millions of other things, of course. But you know, that was the objective. You know, I want to help this spirit, or I want to figure out what is going on here. So my friend decided to help lift me up to get up into this attic. Now, when she lifted me up, you know, I moved the little board over to the side, because it had like a board over the hole at the top. And I slowly climbed up there. And I asked for the flashlight, got the flashlight, and I started just looking around, you know. And I didn't really see a lot of stuff, except for just like, looked like just some boxes that had been kind of destroyed, bitten on, you know, like maybe by rats or something, just like pieces of paper. I couldn't really see anything, and so I just kept looking around, and as I kept looking, something stopped me, and I caught my eye, and I saw something glistening kind of over in the distance over there. And I was thinking, okay, that's it. I need to get up there, I need to get inside the attic and go grab that glistening object over there. So that's what I did. I climbed up there, had her kind of give me a little bit more of a boost, you know, put my hands up and jumped up, and I got up there. Now, you had to walk on these wood planks, you know, like rafters, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what you'd call it, but I had to walk on those, because if I didn't, I would have fallen straight through. And of course, that would have been a major disaster situation. So I knew, let me just walk on over there and see what this is. So I'm up there in the attic. And I'm slowly walking on these boards, you know, trying to be careful. A little bit nervous too, like, you know, what's going on, you know, could something happen up here? Because who can get up here and help me? you know, because no one else there really could fit up there because it's such a small, tiny hole. And, you know, well, what would I do if something was to happen? But I kept a level head, didn't, you know, really get myself in any kind of scared feelings or anything. Just was like, okay, I'm on this mission. Let's just get this done. And so I walked over there where I saw it, and as I looked down with the flashlight, I noticed this glass bottle. And I'm going to show it to you because I still have it. This is actually the only thing that I do still have from that house. There's another thing, though, that I may tell you about, and I don't know if I'll find that other piece of item from that house, but I'll just get to that another time, and I'll look for it. But I do have this still. Okay, and in fact, this was actually in my parents' attic with all that box of stuff I've been posting and sharing. You know, I've got all those old Hit Parader magazine photos and stuff I've been sharing on my Instagram. So yeah, and then I found my old journal. So a lot of stuff has come from this little box and helped me to be able to share more experiences. But anyway, here it is. This is the little bottle. Sloan's Ligament. If you can read it. It's dirty, and I never cleaned it. This is how it looked when I got it out of the house. It's missing the cork, but this is it. Now you looked up on the internet, basically this was kind of like just an ointment that you would put on, you know, for scars or scratches or itching or anything like that. Very old. The man who made it, I can't remember right off the bat. What I'll do is I'll post a link below if you're interested. I believe the man died in like the 50s, and this was going on. He was making these bottles from like the 20s to the 50s or something. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I'll post the little web link below, so if you want to check it out, you can. So once I was up there and I saw this, I was thinking, okay, this must be where the man and that woman got those bottles from, because they had said, and I mentioned this in my previous video, that they had told me that they had gotten up in the attic and the basement to get old bottles. And I'm wondering, how in the world did they crawl through that tiny hole and get up here and get these bottles? I don't know. I really honestly believe that they were spirits that we were speaking to. I don't know if they had anything to do with the little boy that we were speaking to or what. I mean, you know, it's just such a mystery, of course, like all these personal experiences with ghosts are. But I really feel, and even to this day, when I think back to this, sorry, I got hair in my face. That's why I keep doing that. So even to this day, I feel like they were spirits. So I meant to mention this in the other video, and I meant to add this in towards the end, but it was getting so long, and hopefully this one doesn't turn out to be that long either. But you know how we were hiding in the closet and we heard all that broken glass noises, and then we go back there like 2 weeks later or a week later to find my board that was taken, and those people were getting those bottles. I just can't help but think that there's some sort of connection with that as well. So once I got back downstairs, the two friends were like, okay, are you ready to go? Did you find anything? We're kind of freaked out. We're ready to go. What did you find? I showed them the bottle. And they're like, oh my God. So they're just completely freaking out. And they're just like, we got to get out of here. And obviously they didn't want to come back to this house again either. Like other people that I had asked to come out there, you know, because I probably took 100 people to that place. I mean, seriously, no lie. And most of them would never want to go back. They just got scared to death, literally. So, yeah. So that broken glass and that man and that woman with the glasses, you know, collecting the bottles, it all seemed like it was related. Some sort of connection, like possibly signs. So this was, you know, on a Halloween night, a full moon, and this spirit spoke to us and asked us to go and get something out of the attic, and believe it or not, I still have it. And honestly, I didn't know that I still had it, because this has been buried away in my parents' attic for probably 10 years or so. And when I saw it, you know, it's kind of like when you do psychometry or anything on something, you know, when you try to read an object or try to get the energies from an object. when I grabbed this bottle, I just knew right away, you know, I just felt that house. I saw these images. It just all started coming back to me about this place. So, yeah, pretty freaky. So it just seems to me that this spirit was trying to communicate a sign or give a message or possibly give a gift, because there were times that we went out there and there were several little gifts. So far of the things that you know of would have been the board, the bottle, and there's a few other things that I will definitely share with you in a few other videos. I hope I can find the objects. If it's meant for me to show them, then they're definitely going to show up. So I greatly appreciate you watching. Be sure to stay tuned for more experiences from the haunted house on the hill, as well as other spooky, scary experiences. I have a lot I can share with you because I did a lot of ghost hunting, I guess you could say, for many years. So I will be able to share with you a lot of stories. So just keep it here. Stay tuned. Comment, rate, subscribe, post a comment below, and share with me what you think about spirits. Do you believe them? What's your experiences with them? Just share. That's what I'm here for, share. And I love reading y'all's stories and experiences as well. So just be cool, stay cool, be yourself, love yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye.